Hello everyone, my name is Saurabh and you're welcome to the channel. Today is the question number, day number 13 of me solving 150 lead code questions for the next 150 days. And yes, today we will be solving the 13th question and we'll be left with 137 questions from now. And the series is pretty much going well as of now. So let's start with the question. Let me open the question. What question do we have today? So, दुनिया में मैं को मी क्या टेट मैं I'm really sorry मैं अगर बोर कर रहा हूँ भाई गाना गा करके मैं गाना इतना अच्छा गाना नहीं आता मुझे लेकिन ठीक है um, today is the day number 13 so we'll be solving the question number 13 for this specific case so आज का question I guess हमने कर रखा है already तो product of array except for the cell अब मुझे याद तो नहीं मैंने क्वेश्चन क्या कब किया था ये वाला क्वेश्चन when was the last time I did this specific question I did this question on April of 9th. So again, it's been around 4 months since I have solved this question. So let me just reset the stopwatch and start the timer. And again, we'll be reading the question from the first principles and be solving this specific question from the first principle. Right? You have started the timer. I'm gonna read this. Given an integer array nums, written an array answer such that answer ith is equal to the product of all the elements of nums except for nums ith. Fine. The product of an prefix or suffix nums is guaranteed to fit in a 32-bit integer. You must write an algorithm that runs with optimization and time and without using the division operator. Okay. I still remember कि last time जब मैंने question किया था तब at I still remember that the last time I did this specific question at the time um, if you use the division operator or basically this line is just to confuse you the division operation because in case the current value is 0 so and you have calculated the total product of the complete array so that just doesn't make any sense and this is just to fool you people so I remember yes huh. As of now, I have one approach to solve this question, and let's see कि क्या होता है, कैसी approach आती है ना. Let me just open the question. See prd array dot cpp. The core idea for me is that I will be preparing a prefix products array and a suffix product array, and um, we'll just utilize the minus of one value and plus of one value. That's the core utilization. Okay. I mean, I will have to access the index now. So, उस case में I will have to start from zero. Could basically start from the end, no issues. What's the easy check? मेरे को 3 if statements ना लिखनी पड़े. I mean, a basic thing would be check कर लो कि if we are initially at the ith value, in that case just leave it. I mean the first value or the zeroth value. If we are on one and if it is in between, तो ये and ये check होगा. If it is on the edge, this edge, तो मेरे पास में remaining product check होने वाला है. And if we are on the other edge of the cases, and what's the size which is bare minimum? The size is basically 2. I mean अभी के लिए तो basic check लगा दो. Full 0. Um, at least there are two elements. Huh. Hmm. I mean, I want it to be the least possible code for what's the least possible code? What's the direct statement which satisfies every piece of value? Um, if my I is equals to 0, in that case the answer ith, है ना? If I equals I think what I think is n plus of 2 should be our scenario, है ना? लेकिन फिर आंसर रिटर्न भी तो करेगा. दो है रिपेयर कर लो, फिर मेमोरी ज़्यादा यूज़ होगी. कोई नहीं, देखते हैं. लीव इट यार, इसको बिल्कुल बेस कोड लिखते फिर कोई नहीं. क्या ही ज़्यादा थोड़ा टाइम चला जाएगा, इतना तो टाइम if I equals 0. I mean if it is 0, in that case if my I is initially equals to 0, in that case the zeroth value, the answer uh, ith equals the suffix product of I plus or 1, which is the value on the 1. That's the key. Else if my I equals n minus or 1, I mean we are on the last side, in that case the answer ith equals the prefix product of I minus or 1. That's the key. Otherwise I am in the middle. ये है नहीं, ये है, yes, and I'm in the middle. Perfect. Perfect. So ith equals prefix product of I minus or 1 star suffix product of I plus of 1. I think this is the what do you call it as? This is the answer. And at the end of this, these are the unused variables. And at the end, we just return the answer. Yes, I think. Trito, trito e let me just format it out. I mean, this is the actual answer which should be there. जो अभी के लिए मेरे दिमाग में आ रहा है. हो सकता है memory limit exceed ना करे. I mean, there is a possibility that memory limit could be exceeded in this specific test case or in this specific code. But I mean, the logic is fine. There is no issues with the logic. But yes, there could be issues with the optimizations. Time wise, this is perfect. Memory wise, it is not that perfect. Now, how do you optimize it using the memory? So this is the first part of the video. By the way, let me see what was the previous submission that I made for this. This was a bit optimized, I think. Again, I did this specific dot pushback. Fine, I mean, this is also finest time pay. I think I might have used ChatGPT back then. क्योंकि तब मुझे समझ में नहीं आया ये वाला क्वेश्चन एंड आई माइट हैव एंडेड अप यूजिंग ChatGPT टू सॉल्व दिस स्पेसिफिक क्वेश्चन लेकिन अभी क्या वी हैव बिकम मच मोर प्रोफेशनल और कह सकते हो कि मच मोर एक्सपीरियंस इन दिस थिंग तो ठीक है आई मीन 41 मेगाबाइट्स ऑफ मेमोरी सबमिशंस में 41.9 42 point I mean this is totally fine I think this was all for this video and I mean मैं थोड़ा satisfied नहीं हूँ लेकिन ट्राई करेंगे इसको और थोड़ा ऑप्टिमाइज वे में सॉल्व करने